Why your salary will never make you wealthy. How long have you been working? 5 years? 10? More? And where are you financially compared to where you thought you'd be? This is going to be an uncomfortable episode. But it's the kind of uncomfortable that changes things if you let it. It's called Why Your Salary Will Never Make You Wealthy. Not why your salary is small, not how to get a raise, but why the salary itself, no matter the size, is the wrong vehicle for wealth. Somewhere along the way, you were given a deal. Study hard, get good grades, find a good job, work for 30 years, retire comfortably. That deal made sense in 1970. It barely works today. And in Kenya, it may never have worked at all. Here's the structural problem with a salary. A salary is income that requires your physical presence to exist. The moment you stop working, the income stops. You are not building an asset. You are renting out your time. The landlord doesn't stop owning the house when the tenant leaves. But you, when you stop working, everything stops. The wealthy understand one thing employees are rarely taught. There are 2 types of income. Active income requires your time. Passive income does not. Salary is entirely active. Wealth is built on passive. The goal is to convert active income into passive income, using the money your time earns to buy things that earn money without your time. The salary is not the destination. It is seed capital. And most people spend the seed. Think about a farmer given a sack of seeds each season. If he eats every seed every season, there is never a harvest, only next season's hunger. That is what most of us do with our salaries. You might think the solution is a bigger salary. That logic isn't wrong, but it misses lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is what happens when your income rises and your expenses rise to match it or exceed it. You move to a bigger house, upgrade the car, eat at better restaurants. At the end of the month, you have roughly the same leftover as before. Studies of high-income earners show that income level alone does not predict wealth. A person earning 300,000 shillings a month, with no system for converting income into assets, will retire with less than someone earning 100,000 who invested consistently. It's not about what you earn. It's about what you keep and what you deploy. The tax system compounds this. In Kenya, pay means your employer deducts tax before you ever see your money. The higher you earn, the higher the marginal rate. A salaried worker has almost no control over their tax bill. A business owner or investor has significant tools to manage theirs. This isn't a call to evade tax, just a fact that should shape how you plan. Let's talk about 40 years of salary, because most people never run this number. Assume you earn an average of 150,000 shillings per month over a 40-year career. That's 150,000 times 12 times 40. 72 million shillings passes through your hands in a lifetime. Now, the average Kenyan retiree's net worth at retirement. According to surveys of formal sector workers, most retire with less than 2 million shillings in savings and assets. Some with nothing. 72 million pass through. 2 million remain. Where did 70 million go? Rent or mortgage, roughly 30% of lifetime income. Food, 20%. Transport, education for children. Medical costs, social obligations, Harambes, weddings, funerals. Consumer purchases, phones, furniture, clothes, entertainment, all legitimate, all understandable, and all consuming assets that could have been building wealth. The tragedy isn't that people spend. It's that nobody showed them what even 10% of that 72 million invested consistently would have become. 10% of 150,000 is 15,000 shillings. Invested monthly at a conservative 10% annual return, achievable through Kenyan government bonds or money market funds, after 10 years, approximately 3 million shillings. After 20 years, approximately 11 million. After 30 years, approximately 34 million. After 40 years, approximately 96 million from 15,000 a month. Most people say they can't afford to invest 15,000. Yet they found money for the car installment, the DSTV, the new phone every year. Notice the jump from year 30 to year 40, from 34 million to 96 million, almost triple in 10 years. That's compounding. Slow and invisible early on, explosive later. The years you're tempted to skip are the most important ones. The problem is never the amount. It's the priority. Investments are treated as what's left over after everything else. Wealth is built by inverting that. Pay yourself first. Live on what remains. It sounds simple. Almost no one does it consistently. The reason is loss aversion. Humans feel losing more intensely than gaining. Investing feels like losing money today, even though it's building for tomorrow. Spending feels like winning, even though it's losing. Your brain and the whole economy works against you here. Every advert and buy now, pay later offer exploits this. Once you know the trick, you can build a system that protects you. There are 3 ways out of the salary trap. Exit 1. Build a side business. Not to quit your job tomorrow, but to create income that doesn't require your time to run. A rental unit, an online product, a service business with staff. The salary funds the business at first. The business eventually replaces the salary. Start small, start now. Your salary is venture capital for your own business. Exit 2. Invest aggressively and consistently. Even 15,000 shillings a month invested long enough builds significant wealth. The key words are consistently and long enough. Set up an automatic monthly transfer to a money market fund, unit trust, or SACCO. Make it automatic. Willpower is unreliable. Systems aren't. Exit 3. Acquire appreciating assets. Property, stocks, a business stake. Things that grow in value without your active involvement. Every asset is a permanent addition to your net worth, unlike a salary, which resets to 0 every month. That asymmetry is what the wealthy exploit. Their assets compound while they sleep. These exits aren't isolated. Layer them. Your salary funds exit 2 from month 1, no exceptions. You slowly build toward exit 1. As both grow, proceeds get redirected into exit 3. Eventually, it's one system, with your salary as the engine feeding all 3. Maybe you're thinking, I'm already deep in the salary trap with obligations, loans, dependents. Too late to start. It's not too late. But it's urgent. The best time to start investing was the day you got your first salary. The second best time is today. Compounding rewards early starters, but it rewards consistent late starters more than early starters who quit. Consistency beats timing. Always. 3 things to do this week. 1. Calculate your net worth right now. Assets minus liabilities. Write the number down. 2. Identify one expense that doesn't serve your future and redirect that money. 1 unused subscription. 1 packed lunch instead of eating out. 3. Open a money market fund if you don't have one. CIC, Sanlam, Bridem, NCBA, and others offer them from as little as 1,000 shillings. It's liquid, earns more than savings, and starts the habit. 1,000 shillings is the barrier to entry for building a wealth habit in this country. The barrier isn't financial, it's mental. And if you've made it this far, you've already crossed the hardest part. None of this requires becoming a different person overnight. It requires one decision, repeated every month without exception. The decision is small. The repetition is everything. Your salary is not the enemy. Your salary is the raw material. The question is, are you spending it or building something with it? Every month that passes is a month of compounding you either captured or missed. The calendar doesn't pause while you decide. Next Thursday, we talk about pyramid schemes. Not to scare you, but because understanding how they work, the psychology, the mechanics, the way they target smart people, is the best protection you can have. In Kenya, we've lost billions to schemes that could have been spotted in the first 10 minutes. If someone had shown us the pattern. That episode drops Thursday. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs to hear it.